What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to the Final Say Pod. How we feeling today, fellas?
Feeling good.
Great weekend. Great weekend of sports. Loved every
Interesting
second.
weekend of sports.
If
Interesting
you
weekend.
if you didn't know, it's Matt. We got Hot Take Jake over here. Um, we're back here with another round of sports talk. If y'all have nothing else to say, let's just get it going.
Let's get it.
All right. Well, we're starting off with LSU versus South Carolina. LSU won 36-33 in a problematic way that I think someone has something to say about it. So I know Jake wants to go first, but we're gonna hand this out to Matt. Go ahead.
Hey, I have a question. I just have one question. Did the check clear? I'm just wondering. Did the check clear? Because it looked like it did. Jeez, that had to be one of the most terrible officiating games I have ever seen in my entire freaking life. Good night.
You had this as a blowout, mind you. I want to add that in.
Absolutely, and it would have been.
Mm.
But guess what? Two, not one, but two calls, interceptions for touchdowns were called back because of officiating.
Because of the proof was in the pudding.
What
you saw
proof? What proof?
If you're talking about the one where he hit the quarterback, that does count as it. You don't need it. Was
No,
there a reason for him to hit
He
it?
was going for the ball. He was going for the play.
Oh, come on, man.
How does it
He
count?
targeted the QB in that play.
He targeted?
Yes, that was a target.
That was a
The
target.
QB wasn't going to make no tackle. He was already 10 yards past him.
What do you mean? If he's going for the ball, if he's going for the runner, the person that he threw the pick to, he's not like you can't touch me anymore type of guy.
What I'm saying is he was already out the play. He was not going to chase down that guy. Yes or no? The quarterback had no chance of chasing it down. And he went and targeted to go hit him.
Running towards the runner.
The quarterback was going to run to him, but there was no way he was going to catch him.
You don't know that. You don't know
stop
that.
it, Matt. This is crazy.
Hey, Juan, I have a question, bro. Should have this been called right here? Should that have been called? He was clearly running towards him, bro. Should that have been called? He could have tackled that guy. He could have.
By the way, South Carolina gets the ball back. They do nothing with the ball. It's not like the whole entire.
What do you mean? They drove down the field and could have won the game. Not won the game, but tied the game with the field goal.
Right, but what I'm saying is, with that play after that, it's not like they didn't lose the whole interception. They still got possession of the ball.
Not only that, good night, bro.
Where's the
Lenore Sellers, bro, was running all over them. All over them, bro. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to stop him, to be honest with you, until he got hurt, of course. Then they brought in a quarterback that doesn't know how to throw the freaking ball.
What was the score when Lenore left the game now? What was the score when Lenore left? It was still a close game, yes or no?
It was absolutely a close game.
You see, Matt, this is what frustrates me about you. I thought you were going to walk into here and say, you know what, Jake, I got to give you credit because Brian Kelly, who has been criticized for not keeping a lead or not keeping a win in the fourth quarter. He's been criticized this whole entire time, ever since losing to USC. He does the unthinkable and does that. He plays hard. His defense played well. They played very smart.
Did not play well. His defense
when it counted most, yes.
What was the final score, One?
It was 33-36, right?
33 is a good defense.
All I'm saying is they played well in moments. Brian Kelly is still fixing this team.
Stop.
They played well in moments.
They got saved by the officiating.
I think you need to
saved.
So Brian Kelly gets no credit from me.
What credit does he get?
He held a lead and kept on to it. That's the one thing we can give him.
Yes or no, the officiating was so freaking terrible.
I don't know if it was that bad.
Hey, Juan. Do you think that I'm the only one that has this opinion about the officiating?
Hold on. Jake, did the check clear on your part, bro? Because you're talking a whole lot.
One.
How much did Brian Kelly pay you?
By the way, Brian Kelly was criticized last week. Matt had this guy losing by double-digit points, bro. Double-digit points. He had this as a blowout, Juan. And Brian Kelly showed up and showed out and said, hey, no, not today. I'm here for real. LSU is looking like a contender. They are. Go ahead.
Like I said, I'm not the only one
Oh,
this way, man.
you must have all these tweets of everybody else. You
Hey,
must have them ready.
What does that
There you
say,
go.
Juan? What does that say?
Some random guy.
Hey.
It says no
Oh,
joke. There needs to be an investigation and the officiating.
Some random
Hey,
guy. Who the hell is
what about
Darren
this
Dukes?
one?
Oh, sorry.
When all the
What about this
announcements-
one?
Keep going.
Oh, I got
Did he
another
get
one.
somebody legit?
Oh, look at this one.
Oh, Brad Crawford.
Oh,
Okay.
look, read that one out loud, bro. That's crazy.
Man, that's just
Look,
crazy.
how about just a list? How about that? How about, hey, bro? There's plenty, bro. I got plenty of receipts, man. The officiating was freaking terrible. There's no reason officiating should decide a game. None. Zero.
So does Brian Kelly get any credit from you for
With what?
pulverizing
With-
his team
With
and winning
paying the
that game?
refs? You wanted me to give him
Matt,
credit
you
on
had
that?
him getting destroyed. He
And
kept
they-
the game close and won.
They would have got destroyed if Lenore Sellers
Yeah,
would have never
it's
got
not,
hurt.
man.
They didn't
People
know how to
did it.
stop him.
One, he's not giving credit where credit's due.
Juan,
He's
should
not
I
giving
give
no credit.
credit? Should I? LSU's defense. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the, what was it, 2021 or 2022 one, whenever the 49ers were in the NFC Championship against the Eagles. And whenever Brock Purdy went down and he came back into the game, could Brock Purdy throw that ball? No, right? He couldn't throw the ball. So what do the Eagles knew? The Eagles knew that we had to run the ball. Run. That's the same thing on LSU versus South Carolina.
No, it wasn't.
That
He could-
backup
That
South
guy could
Carolina.
throw the ball. He just wasn't good at throwing
no,
it.
bro.
That's all it
he
was.
couldn't. He couldn't, man. That last drive, whenever he threw that one little slant, he like closed his eyes and threw it, hoping for the best. It was terrible, bro.
I think in the end, I think you should give Brian Kelly credit.
Absolutely. Clearing that check.
No.
I'm
he
glad
did
it
his
didn't
thing.
bounce because that game would have been different.
Okay.
That was
He is
terrible.
He's hating on Brian Kelly. You should be in here after thinking it was going to be a double-digit blowout.
It would have been.
Pulling out the
It
win.
would have been
And not only that, where did they play at? What was the game played?
South Carolina.
On the road, Brian Kelly shows out, bro. That tells
Shows
you
the
something.
paycheck.
This
Shows the
team is
paycheck.
for real. That's
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
for real. They should have
Okay.
lost that game. Like I said, if Sellers never went out,
They're not making the top 12? They're not making the playoff?
LSU make it. No, they're not making playoffs.
Okay.
You sound dumb.
Brian Kelly, you heard that, bro. We believe.
Absolutely. Hear it. Shout it out to the world.
We believe, Brian. Don't worry.
Shout it out. Golly.
Hater.
How much did he pay you, Jake? What's
He
that
didn't
check
pay me
look
nothing.
like, bro?
What he did is he showed me that he can win fourth quarter games because that was his biggest comeback. Everybody was coming at him. Oh, well, can you hold the lead? You keep blowing it in the fourth. He did that.
Keep in mind, they still have Ole Miss.
That's fine.
You have them making the playoffs for sure.
Okay.
Texas A&M is on the comeback.
I don't think they do anything.
They're on the comeback.
Okay.
Hey, let's not forget Alabama.
Hey, let's forget about Alabama because
And-
they don't look good.
Not only they're lucky they don't play Texas this year, but they have Oklahoma as well.
Okay.
I mean, come on, man. Come on, bro. What
I
are we
think in
doing?
those games there's maybe one more loss.
You
out
can't
of
pay
those four.
refs.
Okay. He's part of the SEC and he's shown you why. He will do his thing. Shout out Brian Kelly, man. You did your thing.
He had one of the best quarterbacks last year in Jaden Daniels and couldn't do nothing.
I think he's a bit overrated, but that's fine. Go ahead.
Jaden Daniels last year in college he was overrated.
He looked good. The thing is he's a one-trick pony.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
And
Did
it's
he win
really
the
kind
Heisman?
of showing me if you're watching any Washington games.
It's the NFL different. I'm talking about
Okay.
college ball.
I'm just saying it's
college.
the same thing in my opinion where
I'm
he's
talking
running the
about
ball a lot. All I'm saying.
He didn't run a lot whenever he was in college.
It looks that way.
Oh gosh,
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead next one.
that's terrible.
You guys
bro.
hating on Brian Kelly.
Yeah,
No.
hate on because he cleared the checks.
Hey, before we go on, if he ends up beating 3 or 4 of those teams, are you going to give him his respect?
If the officiating isn't bad, absolutely.
Look at the out he
If
gives
the
himself.
Officiating
one.
isn't bad.
Get out of
The
here,
fact
man.
that you can't even say the officiating was bad, that says a
It
lot.
didn't control the game. It didn't control it.
Jake, how much can you take me for a steak dinner with the amount he paid you, bro? That's all I'm
No,
asking.
he didn't pay me at all. That was for
Jeez,
real.
It didn't. It.
Well, he can't
This
even tell
guy.
you. He's flabbergasted.
Yeah, he's hating.
It didn't control the game.
It didn't
It
control
didn't
it.
determine.
It didn't control the outcomes. What I'll say. There was no control of the outcome.
2 pick sixes got called back.
That's fine, but like I
What
said,
do
there was no.
Fine.
I saw blatant mess ups from the South Carolina. Were they not most penalty? Did they not get penalized the whole game? And they were there proof of it. There was true proof of it.
South Carolina got penalized
They're
way
a
more.
bad.
Yes,
Yes, they're a bad penalty.
you're
type team.
literally proving my point, dude.
Matt, are they a bad penalty? Are they known for being a bad team that knows how to control penalties? They're bad at that. Yes or no?
No, they're not.
I heard that. Hey, they were saying on the broadcast that this team is not well prepared. They do not. They are bad with the penalties. I'm just saying. I don't know how many offensive false starts I kept seeing too. They were hurting themselves.
I saw a bunch of holding calls too from LSU, but they didn't get called. It didn't get called for some reason. Oh man. Oh bro.
Go next one.
Jeez, bro. Oh, it's terrible.
Let's calm down. Let's take a breather. So breathe. Woo-sa. Woo-sa. Up next on the board, we've got Colorado beating Colorado State 28-29. We're going to give it to Jake because he's a Shedeur lover. So go ahead, my brother.
I want to let the chat know that this wasn't even practically anything that nobody wanted to talk about. A shocker. Whenever they win, nobody wants to bring it up. But when they lose or when they're close to losing, we're already in screaming ears. Here's what I'll say. Colorado State, please look up the Instagram posts of what those players were saying and stuff, talking bad about the whole entire Colorado roster, saying, hey, we let that last year game go because they won in overtime. Colorado beat them in overtime. They were screaming around saying, hey, we let that game, get past us. We didn't leave it all on the field, talking all their crap. And what does Shedeur do in Shedeur fashion? He throws them out like no other. Him, Travis Hunter, these guys were straight, legit dogs. 28-9? You didn't even get a touchdown in? This is what I'm talking about, and this is what I meant when I told y'all. This team's for real. They will be in the playoffs as well, and they will win the Big 12. This team looks resilient. That's the Colorado team I'm used to seeing. Don't worry now. They have Baylor next. When they beat Baylor, I want to hear the excuse y'all give for them winning. It's embarrassing that I had to bring this topic up, and it was not just given out. I should have heard Matt with ears saying, hey, man, we should talk about how good Shedeur looked. Nobody wanted to bring it up. Any of these guys. I'm bringing it up now because this team is for real, and I think you're starting to see the very first domino in effect of why they will win the Big 12. So proud of you, Shedeur.
I mean, you would have thought after that little rant that they just beat like Alabama or somebody. They beat Colorado State, dude.
That's a rival.
They should have beat them. They should have beat Colorado State by way more than that, to be honest. I saw Shedeur Sanders struggle in the first half.
I don't know about that.
What?
I don't know about the first half. He looked okay.
It was 14-3 in the half.
They had control of that
have been
game
a blowout.
from the start of the quarter.
Oh,
yes or no?
Stop. Oh,
now,
stop.
one time were they afraid? They didn't look fearful at all. They had control of that game the whole time.
They were 100% afraid.
Shedeur is showing himself, and I'm so proud of him.
He showed himself against Colorado State. A round of applause, everybody. Round of applause.
So they beat Baylor this week. What happens?
Baylor's not good. What are we doing right now? What are we doing?
You see what I mean?
Next 3 games that Colorado has is Baylor, UCF, and then Kansas State.
Hey guys! If they beat those 3 teams, let's.
Does Kansas State count?
Kansas State, that's a good team.
I mean, I know you had Arizona winning this past week. I want to side note that real quick, Kansas State kind of showed you what I said they were going to show you with.
Kansas State's a good team. I'll give you that.
So if they beat them,
but Baylor, okay, so Baylor and UCF, let's knock that one off, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh,
guy, you can't win with this guy. You can't win. Hey, they beat these bad teams. Oh, they're supposed to.
Yeah, and guess what? Whenever they played a good team, Nebraska, they got the doors blown off of them.
That's fine. I think
that's
that was
fine.
That was one mishap, one time.
One mishap.
They
Oh,
beat Kansas
stop.
State. Are they clear cut in your opinion? If they beat Kansas State, do they look good against the rest of the Big 12?
I will look their way and be like, all right, they're okay.
Do they have a legit shot of winning the Big 12 if they beat Kansas State?
No,
Who does,
No.
Matt?
no.
Who does?
I told you it's either gonna be Kansas or OSU.
Oh my gosh. Do they play OSU this year?
They should.
Look that up, Juan.
I think they play OSU the last game.
If they do, that's going to be lovely. Yeah, they do. They beat them they play them at the end. They got Tech 2 coming up too. Good one. Good luck.
That's the dub, Colorado.
I like it though. I like it. Hey, Shador, keep going. Show up and show out. I know everybody wants to, talk when you lose. When you win, we're here, bro. We're here to talk good about you. Keep going, Shador.
Yeah, congratulations, Shador. You beat a bad team once again.
We'll see what happens. Let's go.
Oh, are we done with the Shador talk? Are we done with the Shador?
Yeah,
I
we're
was
good.
hoping that we'd be done a long time ago.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Go ahead.
All right. AP has Texas number 1. I know you guys are big Texas fan, but let's be honest here. All right. Do they deserve it?
You want to go first or me, Matt? Because
You go for
I'm
it.
pumped.
Go for it.
Look, I told Matt this earlier too. I said not only do I think they deserve number 1, I told Matt they should keep Arch Manning in. I tried to warn everybody years prior when we got this guy. He is Peyton Manning with Lamar Jackson speed runs. This is how good he is. If we keep him, we are winning it all this season. We can still win with Quinn. The thing is I think this is a dominant performance. I think this is the best quarterback to come out of the NCAA here in the next couple of years. He looks even better than Shador, and that's hard for me to say because I love Shador. But he even looks better than the best quarterback right now in the nation. And the way he is destroying teams, not only by just passing, but with running, he is him for real. Arch Manning, if he would have started at the beginning of the season, he would have had a Heisman chance. Would you agree, Matt?
If who?
If Arch Manning would have started at the beginning of the season, he would have had a chance at the Heisman. He don't have it because he got the best game. Come on, man. Be real.
Stop, bro. You're hyping this kid up, bro. He does look good for sure, but come on, man. Who do they play? Who do the UTSA?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought it was UTSA. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he'll probably start next game, which is against another no-name team, and then Quinn Ayers will be back.
I'm just saying.
So you think that we have the same chance at the Natty with Archie that we do with Quinn?
Yes, I think we have a bigger chance.
A bigger chance?
I feel we are locked in for a championship if we keep Archie in. Does Quinn threaten you with the run? Does he have good speed? Oh, stop it, man!
I said yes.
He threatens you with a run?
Who? You said Archie.
No, Quinn.
Quinn.
Oh, Quinn? He can run the ball.
Can he run the way Arch was beating everybody? Did you see that play that he did? He ran like 60 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, bro, this guy looks like he could be the best college quarterback of all time. I'm not even hyping this up. This is real. This is real. He looks like Tim Tebow but with faster speed, and he's more accurate. That's all I'm saying. Be ready.
You got that off of one game?
Matt, what I saw from that, bro, and he looked good the game before. Stop that. Be real.
He had one little toss.
He looked good the game before as well. This is for real. If I'm Texas and I'm Steve Sarkisian, I put him in completely. I'm dead ass. I'm sorry.
You can't sit out Quinn. Quinn is the best quarterback in college football right now.
You got to stop. Not when Shador's out there.
Oh no! Good night.
But that's fun.
Honestly,
what do you think of Texas being number 1?
Huh?
What do you think of Texas being number 1? Did we deserve it?
Great, man. Freaking great. We do deserve this. Georgia barely squeaked by a win against Kentucky. If they would have still put them at number 1, I would have been furious. Texas deserves this number 1 for sure.
I like it.
Quinn Ayers, though.
I don't know about that.
Take it easy on Archie, man. Take it easy.
Arch is for real, man. Let's go.
He's the future for sure. He's the future. You think Archie Manning wins that Michigan game?
Yes. Yes. He looks too good. I wouldn't be surprised
against
if they split them extra 2
UTSA.
games. Okay. I'm just telling you, Texas is for real, and I love it. With Arch, we're unbeatable.
With Quinn Ayers, we're unbeatable.
Oh, stop.
Oh, God.
All right, guys. All right. We got a full slate to this. You got a full slate of stuff to talk about. We can't just talk about what you guys like, you know.
Hey, well, how's Tech doing, by the way?
Hey, yo, 66. We won that last game. We won our last game, so let's not do that. We're gonna jump right into the Monday night game. Jake, let me do my job. It was Eagles-Falcons. The Falcons won this one 22-21. Matt, you're up.
How do you let a broken Kirk Cousins beat you on Monday night? Let's not forget Kirk Cousins' record on Monday night, by the way. Hey, I have a question too. How much are they paying Saquon Barkley? They're paying him a good amount. They're paying a good amount, right? So whenever the game's on the line, it's pretty much to seal the deal, and you drop the ball.
I don't give him so much credence only because he won the first game for them.
First game, whoopity doopity doo, man. Whoopity doopity doo.
I think that was a tougher opponent.
Yo, the Saquon Barkley signed a 3-year, $37.75 million deal with the Eagles. That could be worth up to $46 million, $26 million that guarantee.
Like I said, congratulations to the Falcons. They beat I thought was going to be a better Eagles team from last year. I think they kind of are still. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, like how many picks you're going to throw, man? Hey, bro, good luck, Jalen Hurts. You'll be off somewhere else after this year unless they fire Nick Sirianni. You're like, congratulations, Falcons.
Well, what I'll say is the one thing that kind of frustrated me was the defense with Vic Fangio, and I like Vic. It didn't look different. He let them convert drives at the end of that game, which first off, Kirk is not a good primetime quarterback. He loses these games. So for you to allow him to do that, really frustrating. Not only that, you would have took a commanding 2-0 divisional lead compared to the 1-1s now that you are tied with Washington and with the Dallas Cowboys. So Philly really blew this, and not only that, they're about to see the best team in the league next week, the New Orleans Saints. And here we are doing all of this and that, and literally you fumble this bag that fast? Like, come on, man. Like, you got to step up. This is now or never. I think the defense really let them down. I don't think it was the offense intentionally. I know Saquon can get the blame for that catch, but at the same time, you have to understand that they still should have won that game, especially with Vic Fangio's new and improved defense. I blame that on you, Vic. You got to step up, and now you're about to face the number one offense in the league. I'm warning you. If you thought that was bad, it's only going to get worse.
Anybody else got anything to say?
No. Bad luck on the Eagles losing this game.
It was a bad look. Bad way to control their division.
I agree with you guys there.
That division's wide open, by the way.
Next up, since Jake brought him up, we got the Cowboys versus the Saints. The Saints beat the Cowboys 44-19 at home. Matt, we went you first. Let's go, Jake.
Look, I don't want to big up what I said about the Saints and what they were. I'm glad I changed my mind on them after the Panthers game. Because while everybody was still not saying, it's the Panthers, I don't know what it was. I tried to warn everybody. The resurrection of Derek Carr, this is his season of the resurrection. He is coming to show you that he is probably, man, I hate to say this, he could very well be the best quarterback in the NFC, especially with Jordan Love hurt. Jared Goff kind of looked down this past week. It didn't look promising. Derek Carr is him. Dallas, I told you this, and I said this on my other pod. There was 3 things that was wrong with y'all, and y'all didn't address either one of them. First one, you got no running game. The second, why did Dak get paid that much, and you had everything in problems in that middle of the defense? They got this. If you watch that game, it was literally like I was watching the NFC divisional round against the Packers last year. That was exactly what I saw. They were getting destroyed. They were out scheming them like no other. I loved it. And then Derek Carr, man, when that boy has nothing to work, that boy can throw rockets anybody. He was throwing to Shadeed. He was throwing everywhere. Alvin Kamara, congratulations, you're back and ready. Let's go, man. I'm loving this. Cowboys, you're on the clock now because guess what? If you don't make the playoffs this year, Mike is fired. And not only that, I think that gets looked at. And I think they do start reconstructing that deal fast. Like I said, the Saints showed you that they're the best team in the league right now. I love it.
Hey, Matt, can you X him off this pod real quick?
A slight overreaction by Mr. Jake over here.
Overreaction?
Overreaction.
You had this game getting the Cowboys winning.
Okay.
You didn't see this at all.
I didn't see a blowout. I agree with that. In Dallas. But it's Dallas Cowboys. You never know, man. They can go one way, they can go the other way. You never know.
They either play up or they play down to their team. That's just who Dallas is. They never are consistent.
You were also with him in that bandwagon. Oh, Dallas is going to win this. I hate Dallas, but I got to get mad.
I agree because they were playing at home. How many times do you see them get blown out at home?
What I'm saying is, though,
and I agree with you, they didn't do anything to fix it. They didn't do
Saints
anything
look
in the offseason.
great. The Saints look great, man.
But
do you give credit to Dennis Allen?
I give credit to Dennis Allen for keeping that defense. I give a lot of credit to Kubiak. I love Clint Kubiak. Here's why. He's came from the Shanahan tree. Of course, that tree also came from Denver. The tree was practically established in Denver.
It was not. It was not established in Denver. Stop.
You got to stop doing that, man.
Clint Kubiak came from San Francisco last year. It's all Kyle Shanahan.
I'm saying they all came from the tree started with Mike.
You are all seeing the same offense that the San Francisco is running in New Orleans, and that is why New Orleans is having success.
Hold on, though. Let me add this, though. I've seen the Packers. You're right that they came from Shanahan's offense. Here's the thing. Is Shanahan stale? Because here's what I've noticed. The Cowboys don't get blown out by y'all. Y'all beat them, but y'all don't blow them out.
If y'all look at y'all
past 3 games.
We did blow them out.
When'd y'all blow them out?
We blew them out last year.
How bad y'all beat them by?
Bad. Yo, Juan, look up that score real quick.
The past 3 games.
Okay, you tripped.
You've had
you tripped. You tripped.
You've had 24-19. It was close games overall.
You're talking about playoffs. We're talking about regular season. We blew them out last year in the regular season.
I'm saying in general, the Packers and the Saints have shown you how to blow them out strategically crazy.
The Saints only did it one time, just like we did.
Not only that,
we have Dallas. How many times did we beat Dallas the past 4 years?
What I'm saying in general, I think the way the Saints are playing and the Packers are playing, that's not a still offense. I mean, we'll go to San Francisco later. That's all still offense.
Stop bringing up the Packers, man. A bunch of busted open plays, bro, in that playoff game. Jeez.
So you give this no credit at all to Derek Carr at all?
To Clint Kubiak. That's who I give credit to. Hey, bro. Yeah, he followed the scheme. Congratulations, Derek Carr. How come Derek Carr hasn't been doing this years prior?
Because honestly, he's had a defensive-minded head coach. I'm glad Dennis Allen was smart enough to say, hey, I need to step back and stop letting any offensive coordinator come here. I can't name the last one they had. But he finally stepped up and said, hey, let me go ahead and step back. I know we need a good offensive coordinator. Let's bring in a decent one. And they've done it.
If he is so good, then he has no problem playing with any offensive coordinator.
No. We're in a different day and age. Don't do that, Matt. A defensive head coach has of very limitations because, like, be real. Is Clinton now going to be a favorite to be a head coach next season?
Yeah.
That's what happens. So you have to give him credit as in, if I was him right now, I would try and pay him money. Like, I'd pay him the way they did with Ben Johnson, the Lions did. I would do the exact same thing right now. I'd try and lock him up at least for another 2 years so I can get a good chance at a Super Bowl. But right now, he's the leader. Just because the offensive coordinator, you found the right one, great. But at the same time, Dennis Allen deserves his credit. Remember, I told y'all this last week. This guy, including me, was getting counted as the first team fired, the first head coach fired. This boy knew he had to step up this season, and boy, did he. This team is legit. Start taking them serious.
Yeah, he stepped up by hiring an offensive coordinator that's carrying him to victories. Yes, absolutely.
Yo,
an offensive coordinator that came from the Shanahan tree. And speaking of Kyle Shanahan,
go ahead.
Do you guys think he got out schemed by the Vikings this week?
They in panic mode? You want to go first, Matt? You want me to?
Listen, absolutely, Kyle Shanahan got out schemed by the Vikings. It was terrible. I don't know what Kyle Shanahan was doing. The running game was working. Jordan Mason, 20 carries, 100 yards. It felt like while watching the game that he ran away from the run quite a bit, putting it in Purdy's hands. I think too much. But Purdy didn't play that bad. Let's not act like he played terrible. Not only that, receivers barely getting open. Brandon Ayuk, hey, I saw you on a milk carton yesterday. Where are you at, bro? Our offensive line was terrible. Even Trent Williams was terrible. Our defense, good night, man. Like, hey, like, where's our pass coverage? Where did it go? We had one of the best pass coverages last year, and it's gone now. Now, Fred Warner carrying our team. I mean, good night, Fred Warner, the best middle linebacker in the NFL. I don't know what else to say. Like, just another Kyle Shanahan getting out schemed. Not knowing how to control the play clock. I mean, his time management is fucking terrible. I don't know what else to say. Congratulations, Vikings. Y'all deserve that win.
You know, it's funny to me because last week, I heard, well, man, dude, we're doing this with our second string running back. We're looking so great. We should have no worries. And Sam Darnold came in there and practically showed y'all and showed everybody how to beat the Niners. Here's the other thing. I tried to warn y'all, when Brock Purdy don't have his guys, he looks a bit average. I saw the same thing this week. In fact, I saw him after the game look like a bum going up to Brian Flores saying, man, your scheme is so crazy. Let me tell you something. You shouldn't be saying that, Brock Purdy. You're now in the season for a third season, right? This is third season in the league. It's now or never, Brock. This is Super Bowl or bust.
Hold on. 28 for 36. For 319
for
yards,
one touchdown,
one
and
interception. One interception is one average?
Touchdown, one interception.
But that's average?
Do you know anybody on the Vikings defense? Because I sure don't. Please don't tell me Harrison Smith, who's actually 45 and should be already coaching. I don't know. I can't name anybody on the Vikings defense. That tells you what happened. They got out schemed. They got outperformed. Brock, yes. Does Kyle deserve? Honestly, I don't even think he deserves as much blame as what you're saying. This is a Brock Purdy. This is where we say, hey, why should we be paying you in the offseason this year? Why? Because let me tell you something. You need to win these games when they need you. Hey, guess what just happened? Debo's now out. Should we give him any more excuses? He needs to step up more than ever. Who do y'all have next? Who's next on their game? Who do y'all have?
Rams. We have the Rams. The depleted
Rams. Man, y'all lucked out because that team practically depleted.
Yeah, the depleted
He better not lose that one. That team practically depleted. They're playing practically second stringers next week. So let me tell you something, Brock. You're on the clock, buddy. You want to get paid this offseason? You need to win these games. That was embarrassing to watch.
Does Brock Purdy need to take a number? Because apparently everyone's on the clock with you.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say everybody. He's on the clock, though.
How is he on the clock? He didn't play bad.
Matt, he has to win these games. Here's
He
why,
has no
too.
time to throw the freaking ball. You
Break
didn't
that
watch the
sign.
game, clearly. You just look at
were saying
stat line.
it
That's
2
your
weeks ago.
problem.
I was hearing screaming, "Yeah, we got Trent. We're good." I
Yeah.
was hearing how great that was.
And why are you hating on Jordan? He's not playing bad. It's like we're not even missing CMC.
Hold on, your running game was subpar this week. Yes, or no?
Subpar?
Absolutely.
20 carries, 100 yards is subpar.
20 carries, you averaged 5 yards a carry. You didn't do much after all.
That's subpar.
That game was more of a blowout. Yes or no? That game was a lot closer than
That
what it
was
should have
not
been.
a blowout. How is it a blowout?
No. What I'm saying is that game should have been worse than what it was. I'm hearing from
For the
everybody
Vikings?
even at, yes, they said that game should have been worse than what it was.
But it
Yes
wasn't,
or no?
right? But it wasn't, right?
Okay, that's
Well,
for more
thanks
to
to-
Fred Warner. That
Yeah,
gives the credit
thanks
to
to
Fred
All-Pro
Warner and
Fred.
what they did on defense.
Absolutely. And
But
then
what I'm saying is
congratulations,
that
Sam
was bad.
Darnold. You had the best receiver in the league, having
He got hurt in the third quarter. Yes or no?
a miracle touchdown.
Did he get hurt in the third quarter?
Yeah,
Yes or no?
and guess what happened to that Vikings offense after he got hurt?
That's fine.
They
They held
stalled.
on for wins.
They stalled.
You know what? You know what makes it worse is Sam Darnold was just in your damn locker room last year. How the hell do y'all not know how to play against this guy? That's another thing too. That you deserve some blame on that too. You've seen this
You do
quarterback
know
play last
that
year.
Sam Darnold was playing subpar until that 98 touchdown pass.
Hey, all I'm saying is I
Relax.
don't know who said it on defense, but for some reason Justin Jefferson had to reissue Nate and let everybody know, hey, I'm not Garrett Wilson. Niners got something to worry about. I don't know who was saying it on your side. I don't see Justin ever talking. But for him to tell you that-
no one ever said anything about
Well,
him.
he must have been pissed off by hearing what he was hearing because he was mad. And he showed up and showed y'all why he wasn't Garrett Wilson. I'm just saying, Brock, you need to know this too, Matt. Come on, man. This is he's about to get paid next year. You're going to lose players. You're going to lose some players, bro. You're not going to have this team, this roster.
Mhm.
You're going to lose some players. Brock has to step up. It's
Brock
now or never, Brock.
Jesus.
It's now or never.
So Jake,
And we don't have our running back. No one said anything after that.
Hey, I warned you on that.
Oh,
I'm
what do you
the one
mean
that warned
warn us about it?
I told
Our
you
running game is still good.
your quarterback, in my opinion, your quarterback C-Mac. Until he is back, that's when I can take y'all completely seriously. Would you agree?
No.
no.
Oh, come on, man.
Stop.
If C-Mac is out for the end of the year, do you believe y'all are Super Bowl favorites or y'all got a Super Bowl win chance?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Without C-Mac?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Stop,
You're
dude.
crazy.
You do. Hey, who gets the ball? Who holds on to that ball every single play?
Brock does, absolutely.
Okay, so
But even you said what
you
did you
do
say?
know you do know Brock Purdy has to deliver the ball also to those receivers, right?
Absolutely, but even you said they
Not
can't
only
let the
that,
Brock have
hang
the
on,
ball a
not
lot.
only that, bro.
One at a time.
Like I said, you didn't watch the game. You're just looking off a stat line, bro.
I watched the game.
No, you did not. Because if you would have saw the game, you would have saw Brock throwing tight window passes that other quarterbacks cannot make. Stop.
Did he have a chance to win that game? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So then why didn't he deliver when it was time to win the damn game, man?
We drove down the field.
Did
and
he
we had
win?
we had to get the onside.
I saw him drove down in the Super Bowl and didn't freaking do the thing that he needed to do.
Yeah,
to win
because
the game.
Chris Jones was in his
This
face.
keeps happening.
Because Chris Jones is in his
Oh,
face.
stop it, man! Come on, man, be real.
You
need to
didn't
start
watch
looking
the
in
Super
mirror
Bowl.
on him.
You're just looking at stat lines.
Yo, you keep looking at the stats and thinking that
I'm watching every game.
I hope we have the same credence for other quarterbacks that we talk about later for having good stats.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying in general. I'll wait on that later. But boy, the way you're hyping up 319 yards and one touchdown.
I didn't hype up 319 yards. I didn't hype that up.
Juan was screaming away for it.
Okay, so don't come at me.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. You just said what I hyped up was that you said he was playing average.
He was playing average.
I gave you the stat line. Now, granted, there was mistakes on our team. You know, George Kittle went out with cramps. You know, Trent Williams didn't look all that great. Our whole line didn't look all that great. Brock.
Is that Vikings defense something to sniff at? You can't even name a damn player on that defense. That's what I'm trying to get at, guys.
Hey,
Come on, man.
My whole thing is that momentum was in their game from the beginning. From the block punt to the goal line stand, all that shit. They held us out. They held us. We went for it on 4th and goal. They held us on that shit and everything. Like, it was just not good game.
Juan,
for us.
I believe
And
you're
plus-
equivalent. I think you're equivalent, if not better than the Texans, and I think the Texans blow them out this weekend. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
This is
because
what
they're
I
on
mean
their
by
high
that.
horse right now.
Huh?
Because the Vikings are on their high horse right now.
Oh, stop.
And it's blowing the Vikings out is crazy. They struggled against the freaking Bears.
That's fine, but I'm telling you, they
God.
show up and show out this week. I think the Bears have a great defense, unlike the Vikings. I think the Bears have a great defense. I like Sweat. I like Jalen Johnson. They have good defenders. I can't name anybody except
we
Harrison
lost
Smith.
that game. The Vikings did not win that game.
Is it panic mode? Because I know we're going to get to that about 0-2. Is it panic mode? Y'all lose to the Rams this week.
No.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Next one.
No.
They do say no team is gonna go undefeated. We're all gonna suffer highs and lows.
It's not what it's not.
That's
Y'all,
that's
it's
what
how
we're
y'all
suffering
lost.
right now is a high and a low. We lost that team ourselves.
Okay. I want to know when Brock gets blamed. That's
I
what
want to know when Brock gets credit.
Hey,
Oh,
the same way you feel on that's the same way I feel about Derek Carr. But go ahead.
what do you mean? Brock has went to 2 NFC championships and a Super Bowl, but you still do not give him any credit?
I saw him fail in the Super Bowl when it counted most.
Hey, Juan, I have a question for you real quick. I have a question. Is it easy making the Super Bowl, yes or no?
If it was easy,
With that
everyone
team,
would do it.
absolutely.
Is it an easy accomplishment
With that roster, yes.
with that roster?
That roster is great. He did it with Jimmy Garoppolo as well. I want to add that in too.
Yeah, and guess what? Look at Jimmy's stat line during that.
Hey, I'll be
playoff run.
honest with you. If Brock moves to a different team, I would think the same thing happens to him also, bro. If I'm being real honest. You want to talk about schematics? Let's bring up schematics. Come on, man. You just brought up schematics on Derek Carr. How come I can't have the same opinion with Brock Purdy with the schematics that the
You
Niners
absolutely can.
Every year.
Don't give me
Every
that.
year.
Brock, you're up.
I heard whenever we got rid of Jimmy, I heard, Kyle Shanahan can't win without Jimmy. Oh, la, 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 la.
And he shows you that he can.
Hey, did Trey Lance do good in San Francisco? The little small time that he was on?
He didn't get a fair shot.
He didn't get a fair shot?
I don't believe he got a fair shot.
Oh,
I've
gotta
said that
remember
before
that,
and before.
You got to
That's
remember,
fine.
though, you keep saying, schematics. We've had to change schemes because our coaches keep going everywhere.
Kyle Shanahan still calls the plays, Matt, and you better get on
did
him.
Brian Hoyer did good whenever Kyle Shanahan was calling the plays? Was Brian?
I think he was past his prime already.
Oh,
Jimmy
hey,
looked good.
Hey, what was that bum that you liked, Juan?
Matt
Nick,
Ryan. Hey, whenever you
hey,
had Matt
what-
Ryan,
Nick
Matt
who,
Ryan
bro?
had the best
Don't be hating on
MVP
Nick
Nick
Mullins.
Mullins. Nick
Don't
Mullins.
hate
Did
on
he
Nick
do
Mullins.
good? I don't know, bro.
All I know is when he had Matt Ryan,
Hey.
he had Matt Ryan at an MVP season.
I saw last year Sam Darnold starting for us against the Rams, and he looked terrible.
That's fine. But that's his first
fine.
game. That's his first game in the scheme. Stop that. Let him get
All right.
Brock Purdy's
Oh.
time.
Okay, guys. We can't turn this into a 49er podcast.
That's fine. We can go next. Go ahead.
All
It
right.
just frustrates me.
All I want to
just
know
wanna
is
when
all,
Brock
no, no,
Purdy
no.
gets
All
the
I
ball.
want to know is okay. You say that, right? You say that, but when does Brock Purdy get the credit?
When he wins that Super Bowl, and I
Does-
see why he does it.
No.
This
Because
is
if
a
we-
Super
you
Bowl, bro.
damn know if we win the Super Bowl. Oh well, he had CMC. Oh well, he had Debo. Well, he had Brandon though.
He had
We'll see.
George Kittle.
We can see the game and see what he does. Go on to the next one. I can't wait.
Terrible.
All right.
Wants to put the blame on, but no credit. It makes no sense, dude.
Reminds me of Derek Carr, right?
Makes no sense.
There will be no Brock Purdy slander on this podcast. One of our followers is going to get mad at you if we keep doing that.
He'll agree. He'll agree.
Shout
No,
out,
he
Jeff.
No,
Yeah.
he won't.
He'll
One
agree.
of our followers, and we'll give it to him. Shout out Jeff. He will not.
Shout
no
out,
Brock
Jeff.
Purdy slander. All righty. Well, next up we got the Chiefs squeaked by the Bengals. Was it a fluke win or did they deserve it? Anybody start. I don't care who starts. It's just somebody say something.
Here's what I'll say.
There you go.
I can't believe you want to talk about refs saving a game. I told you
This dude.
that Joe Burrow. Oh, you wanna, yo, hold on.
Hey, whenever it goes against him, oh, the refs. But whenever it doesn't, oh my gosh.
A pass interference on a 4th and 16. Was he catching that ball? Yes or no, Matt? Was he going to catch that ball? He was not going to catch that ball.
He might have, man.
Oh, stop. Get out of here.
He might have.
Once again, Joe Burrow got screwed because he would have been 4-1 against Patrick Mahomes. But because we want to save the NFL's biggest baby, that's what we do. By the way, Joe Burrow and the Bengals delivered this week. They out-schemed them. They out-planned them. They were the better team this week. It's just the refs helped them out. Let me tell you something, Patrick. You're not looking so good, and I believe this season is going to be very bad for you in the end. This is what makes it worse as well. I promise you like no other. Travis Kelce's not the same. 36 yards in 2 games? This is not looking good for you, Travis. I'm telling you right now, you need to step up. Not only that, I know Rashid Rice is their go-to guy now. I'm telling you this is not a good offense. Marquise Brown just got secured as being an IR for good, so he's gone. Pacheco, he's out now. They already put him on the IR for at least 4 weeks. So
They just signed Kareem Hunt.
Oh man, hey, let me get scared now. Get out of here with that crap. Come on. I'm just calling a spade a spade. This team doesn't look good. And if I'm the Bengals, I got no worry in them. The refs won this game. And you know that too, Matt. That's embarrassing.
How can you say, like, okay, they lost this guy, they lost this guy, they lost this guy? Who did they have last year and they won the Super Bowl?
They still got Juju.
You know what I mean?
Who did they have last year? Yeah, but they won more because of Travis Kelce stepped up. I don't think Travis Kelce has another gear this year. I really don't.
You're going to go make that Amazon money.
Like I said, like Joe Burrow, he did play good. He played all right. He played subpar, to be honest with you.
He played subpar. You still worried about that arm?
His hand? You mean his wrist?
It was the wrist.
Yeah, his wrist.
All I know is that he got outplayed by Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, he got outplayed now?
Mm-hmm.
He got outplayed. You're really going to say that with a straight face?
He got outplayed.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Patrick Mahomes would have lost that game if he didn't have the refs practically. You want to talk about pocketing some money? Boy, man, them refs showed up when it counted most, man. Deciding a game on a 4th and 16. Come on, man. Shut up.
I love that you like to.
That was bad, bro.
Yo, Matt, how much are they paying you for to say this, bro? Who is this sponsored by, bro? That's all
I'm a big Swiftie. I'm a big Swiftie.
Yeah, so. I bet you are. Come on,
man. Me and you are about to have bad blood.
I'm a big Swiftie. I don't see any worry about them losing Isaiah. I think Travis Kelce finally steps up due to them losing Hollywood Brown and Isaiah Pacheco. Hey, Xavier Worthy, where are you at, bro? Like, you had a big game week 1. Where were you at this game?
Not only that, dude. Cam Taylor-Britt showed you. He talked before the game and said, this guy's he's one-dimensional to me. And he practically showed him why he was one-dimensional. He got that pick. That was a nice pick. That was better than that Odell catch I saw in 2016. That was a nice pick.
Do you still believe in the Bengals?
Absolutely. We'll get to that. That's next. Get ready for that one.
Jamar Chase was on a milk carton as well.
All I know is if that's the best team in the league, the Chiefs, they just showed you how to beat them. And they would have won it if the refs didn't step in the way.
You like to this dude, bro.
I'm just calling a spade a spade.
He likes to pick and choose when the refs get paid.
No, stop that, man. Come on, man.
Right
a 4th
now,
and 16, and you're going to decide the game? Come on, man. A 4th and 16, you're going to decide the game, man. That's ridiculous. Oh, man. Patrick Mahomes, man. NFL's biggest baby. Piece of trash.
Yo.
Move on.
So, I need you guys to name me. We're going to start with the pretenders. Okay? Name me a pretender. No?
This is 0-2 panic time, buddy.
Oh, so you guys want to talk about 0-2 teams. And Yeah, I didn't say that. Just let me do my job next time then. Can't believe you guys would do this to me, make me look like a fool on our podcast.
That was next on the list.
So let's talk about 0-2 teams. Which 0-2 teams are in panic mode for you guys? I think you're muted.
Go ahead, Matt.
I got the Rams. Good night. I had some people in my ears saying, "Oh, the Rams are going to win the division. Oh, the Rams are going to win the NFC. Oh, the Rams." Hey, bro, what are they on? Their 13th person injured. They just lost Cooper Kupp. They don't have Puka Nacua anymore. They're missing 3 offensive line. Hey, Sean McVay, show me who you are now. Hey, I heard this guy.
Show you who you are with
absolutely. Hey, I heard this guy's better than Kyle Shanahan, Andy Reid, Matt LaFleur. I've heard he's better than everybody. Now it's time to show me.
What year was it? The year after, the 2 years after y'all went to the Super Bowl that first year? Didn't y'all have injuries throughout the thing and miss the playoffs?
Numerous injuries.
Okay, that's what's going on right now. How come you don't get that pass?
Nah, bro, they're missing.
They're missing everybody.
No, dude. The 49ers entire roster was in the hospital that year in 2020.
Can you name a wide receiver they have now that they don't have Cooper or Puka?
Allen Robinson.
Who's that?
You just said name one. I named one, bro.
It sounds like my State Farm agent, Allen Robinson. Oh man, get out of here!
You just told me to name one. I named one. What do you want from me?
Oh my god!
Like I said, I've heard nothing but great things about this Rams team. Now they're 0-2. They're about to walk into the 49ers. I think we play at the Rams. I don't know. Want to look that up?
Levi South.
But don't worry, man. Hey, Brock Purdy owns the entire NFC, so I'm not even worried about it. If they start 0-3, what?
I mean, he gets a pass. His whole entire team's out.
He gets a pass?
Sean McVay has nobody over there, bro.
He still has Matthew Stafford, a top 5 NFC quarterback.
Absolutely, but he got no O-line. His O-line's practically depleted.
Hey, bro. Hey, Brock Purdy called. Brock Purdy called real quick.
Oh, Brock Purdy called. Stop
Jeez,
that,
bro.
Just talked about how good the running game was still. That's an offensive line. They don't even got an offensive line to stop that.
Jordan Mason's looking like Marshawn Lynch right now.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he sure did.
Breaking through tackles like no other.
Okay.
Let's not get into that. Yeah, I got Rams.
My team. Let me go next. Let me just go next.
You're good. Go ahead.
Okay? Please, gosh, don't bully me. My team is the Ravens. Panic mode? No. They're going to figure it out. They're going to have to figure out how to get Derrick Henry back in the run game. They're going to have to figure out the O-line. And
they have Dallas next. Do they win that?
Yes. I believe they do win. They are going to shit. Hello?
What's up?
They're going to have to get another wide receiver in the mix. Zay Flowers can't do it all, especially. That's
I agree with you on Zay Flowers, that they are very Zay Flower reliant or Isaiah Likely reliant. He's only going to 2 players right now, which I don't understand.
Lamar Jackson's a bum. That's why.
Well, okay. Now, I don't know if he's a bum, but he's not as great as what everybody got him. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I think the 0-2 team that has no panic is the Bengals. Look at this, guys. Boy, were we afraid 2 weeks ago of this so-called wrist of his. He almost beat Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. This team has nothing to worry about. I think that the Bengals are for real. Not only that, the Dolphins are now gone. I think Tua is not coming back. I think the Jets look piss poor. Boy, is that bad. What I'm trying to bring up is I'm bringing up other teams. Yes, the division right now, the Steelers are up. Shocker. Do we really believe that they're going to stay this way? I don't. The Browns look like the Browns. Apparently, they beat a bad Jags team. Should we?
Really you can say that again. Yo, where's Trevor at, man?
Yeah,
hey, bro, where's Trevor at?
He's got a bad head coach.
Yes, he's a bad quarterback.
Yeah, whatever with that.
Terrible.
All I'm saying is if I'm the Bengals, I have full belief that this team is for real, and I think they show up like no other. I think the Bengals can go on a very good, at least 7-8 game winning streak.
Why are we bringing up the Bengals right now?
Because they're 0-2 and they got no reason to be panicked.
Oh, your team's the Bengals.
Yes. There's no worry for them to be panicked on. They're 0-2. They should have beat the Chiefs after getting screwed, and they got no worry at all. This team is for real. I'm not worried. The Bengals are there. Let's go.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
One, do you want to do your job? He's freezing.
What are we doing? Yo,
Go ahead, man.
Look at this guy, man. He's froze.
all right. Coming up next, we have pretenders or contenders. We're gonna hand this segment off to Matty Ice to start it off. Go ahead, Matt.
So, pretenders, man. I know that Jake's real hyped on this team right now. And I hate to say it, man, but reality is going to come to their face. I love when Jake said earlier during the season, bad teams don't know when they're bad. I have the Minnesota Vikings as a pretender. How long is Justin Jefferson out? That's going to be a big one. Jordan Addison's out. I'm just saying. Aaron Jones didn't look like Aaron Jones against San Francisco. I think he only had like 33 yards. That the team, it's going to get hit in their face. The Lions, I think, will come back. Packers will get Jordan Love back. The Bears will. No, just kidding. But yeah, I have the Vikings as a pretender. Yeah, they just beat San Francisco earlier in the season. Get over it. Also, as my contender, ladies and gentlemen, Baker freaking Mayfield. Good night, does he look good? Good night, does he look like an MVP right now? I love what the Buccaneers are doing. They just took care of that sorry-ass team, the Lions. I got the Buccaneers as a serious contender this year. I have them winning the division. Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, let's go.
All right, here's what I'll say.
Just wait. Before you start your thing, Justin Jefferson is day by day. He just had a little quad contusion. So Kevin O'Connell said he's day by day. Should play, but that's as far as the injury update.
Here's what I'll say. Do I believe that? Well, if we're going to go with pretenders first, if there's a team I don't believe in, I think it's the Chargers. I think that they are running the ball. They've played two bad teams, and they've ran the ball and just outran and ran. The Panthers and the Raiders don't give me anything to believe in. They are lucking out that they're beating these teams. Congratulations, Jim Harbaugh. Everybody knew you were going to run the ball. I don't know how those two teams had no idea. I think that when they face talent, you're going to see the lack of talent they have. I mean, now I'm hearing Quentin Johnson's this great receiver out of nowhere. I don't buy it. They're going to fall on their face soon enough. Contender. I'm going to say it again, buddy. These Saints, when the Saints go marching in, let me tell you something. Derek Carr is him. This guy is better than Baker, and I can't wait till they see each other head to head because I think they show the Bucs who's the best in that division. This team, I think, could very well be the number one seed in the whole entire conference. They look that good, and I think after they blow out the Eagles this week, Matt, you're going to come back and look and say, damn, Derek Carr is him. I really do believe you're going to say Jake was right. Derek Carr is him.
Or Clint Kubiak was him.
Oh, stop. Look at the hate on him, man.
Not only that, the Chargers play the Steelers next week. They're going to show y'all what y'all should have done.
They'll lose that.
No, they're not. They're not going to lose it.
They'll lose that game.
They're going to show a team that just played the Steelers how to beat them, by the way.
Growing pains, don't worry. We'll get to that.
Terrible.
The Bucs and the Saints play October 13th.
Can't wait for that one.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. I cannot wait.
Oh, boy.
Going to really show what Baker's really made of when he sees a real quarterback on the other side.
You have like high praise for Jared Goff. Now all of a sudden you don't.
I think Ben Johnson's offense is very stagnant. He reminds me of Kyle Shanahan's offensive play calling right now. They're not doing where they need the quarterback to step up a little more. And Jared Goff, unfortunately, I don't think that he did he showed all his cards in the basket last year. I think he's going to struggle a bit. I think a lot of teams know what he plans to do. Unless Amon St. Brown steps up, the Lions could very well lose this week, honestly, if you really think about it. So, I mean, it's a worrisome time for them. But contender, when the Saints go marching in, when the Saints go marching in. Let's go, man. We ready. Good job, Derek Carr. Proud of you, brother.
We done with the pretenders contenders?
Yeah.
Yeah, Juan.
No,
Do
no
your
more
job, bro.
No more chicken tenders? Yo, this do your job stuff. Yo, who are you, Bill Belichick? Chill out, bro. All right. So, for Thursday's night games, we have the Jets taking on the Patriots. The Jets are a 6.5 favorite. Who do you think who comes out victor in that game? Jake.
I'm going to shock the world, man. I think the Patriots win this game. I do. I think the Patriots are playing more. They're playing a lot of more not to lose. I think the Jets are very uptight. They should have lost that game if they weren't playing the worst quarterback in the league, Will Levis. But it's bad for them. I'll be honest with you. In my opinion, Aaron Rodgers is showing me more and more why he was more like Will Levis. I think he didn't do anything special. These guys both suck. Aaron Rodgers completely does not look the same. This team is not that great at all. Their offense. You want to talk about our basic offense? I think that I'm watching the Lubbock High Westerners right now. That is a bad offense. That's a terrible offense, and of course it is Nathaniel Hackett. I mean, we know about him. That guy sucks. So if you're calling a spade, he's not good. And Aaron Rodgers is an average quarterback at best. I don't know if he's a top 20 quarterback right now. I really don't.
I got Jets winning this one. I think they cover as well. Aaron Rodgers will look like Aaron Rodgers this game. The Patriots don't have no pass rush.
They almost beat Seattle, which I think is a very good team.
You also said that Tennessee has one of the best defensive lines in the NFL.
And they should have won that game. I mean,
did the Patriots have that?
Did you see Will Levis fumble again?
Hey, bro, did they win? No, they didn't, bro. Right?
Bad turnovers, man. That's all it was.
Stop. Jets winning this one. They cover.
We'll see.
My job. Anything else you guys would like to talk about? Because before we leave or step out of here, do what we have to do after we get done here, we're going to do a new segment called Grievances, where we pick someone and they air out anything they like to talk about the NFL. Okay? We're going to start off with Jake. So, Jake, tell us, you're going to be on the solo. This is your time to shine. Air out your grievances, brother.
I think this week was the first time I looked at the TV. And look, last year, Vance Joseph got killed for the Dolphins destroying us, I think a year ago from this day, 70-20. This week, I saw us look really bad offensively. And I didn't think it was Bo Nix's fault. If we have a chance, and I still think it's growing pains with a rookie quarterback, if we want to compare and contrast, think of this. Caleb Williams, the first overall pick, who's supposed to look like Andrew Luck or John Elway, looked terrible the past 2 games as well. He's just lucky he got to see the Titans, which is probably the worst team in the league right now. What I'll say, though, is for us to turn this around this season and not to have us the same 7-8 years we've had the past times we've done this, it's just horrible. Sean Payton, I need you to step up, bro. This was the first time I had to look in the mirror and say, Sean, this is on you, bro. We held the Steelers to 13 points, and most of the game we held the Seahawks to 26. Now, in the end, there was turnovers. We had short field situations. We didn't do anything great. We're still looking bad in the red zone. Bo Nix is a rookie. We need to step up. I'm honestly believing this, especially if you can't see any offensive progression from these receivers or our running backs. I think it's time to do a trade. I think it's time to go out there and find somebody. It hurt me to watch this week and see us lose 13-6 with bum-ass Justin Fields, who doesn't do anything but 5-yard out routes and can run the ball on options. This was embarrassing. So please, Sean Payton, we're looking like if anybody's doing that pick, we're losing this game automatically, in my opinion. It's going to hurt us. I'm just saying. It just makes me sad, and I think in the end, Sean, you're on the clock, bro. You're on the clock for our offense.
What did you think about Russ getting the petty ball?
Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, Russ didn't do a damn thing. There's a reason they kept Russ out that game, in my opinion. They kept him out for that one reason. Come on, man. A slap in the face. He would have gotten we would have out-schemed them if we had Russ. It would have been an easy win. And we should have won this game too. It was just, Vance Joseph did his thing on defense. They scored 13 points the whole game. It was just that sad to watch. Sean, we need something different, bro, offensively. We need something different. If Vance Joseph can get criticized last year and he stepped up, now is your time, my brother. Because Bo Nix and the offensive line, we're paying a lot of money to right now, and they couldn't hold anybody this week and last week. Please. So that's what we're hoping on, man. That's my grievance this week.
Anybody got a grievance?
Go ahead, Matt. You got anything against my grievance, buddy? You're on mute, by the way.
Against your grievance?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad look on Sean Payton more than anything. I don't know how you're comparing other rookie quarterbacks to Bo Nix whenever Bo Nix is in a great situation right now.
What do you mean he's in a great situation?
Who does Caleb have as a
Caleb has better receivers.
Who does Caleb have as head coach?
That's fine, but
who does Jaden Daniels have as head coach? Hey, bro, all I heard was, hey, Sean Payton, he's going to fix this, blah, 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 blah. It's looking like Sean Payton needs Drew Brees, to be honest with you. Hey, Sean Payton's true colors are really showing. Can you spot a difference between y'all's offense whenever y'all had Russell and now? Because I can't. I can't spot a difference.
I believe Bo Nix is not afraid to throw the ball. And I think we had a better running game.
He should. He threw 2 picks yet again. He should be afraid to throw that ball.
One pick was at the very end of the game where you're just throwing it up. I won't even count one pick.
He threw a pick.
That's fine. Caleb threw 2 picks, and 2 of them were meaningful. Like, they were in game. One wasn't a Hail Mary prayer. You know what I mean?
Sean Payton's been putting this kid in good situations, man, and Bo Nix just can't. He doesn't look ready, man.
So it looks like you're blaming Bo.
He does not look ready. This kind of proves my point. Okay, hang on. This kind of proves my point on, hey, Jared Stidham should have started. Bo Nix was not ready. He was not ready for this.
He outplayed him in preseason. He outplayed him in practice.
Against plumbers and guys who work at 7-Eleven. Congratulations.
All I'm saying is, now hold on. Let's not go crazy. They have the Buccaneers this week. Everybody has them to lose because the Bucs look so good. Would you think that they lose too?
Y'all have the Buccaneers?
Yeah, Broncos have the Bucs.
Oh man, I hate to be y'all, man. I hate to be y'all right now.
Okay.
Boy, oh boy. Hey, I hope Bo Nix throws a touchdown. Jeez.
I hope every quarterback throws a touchdown.
I think even Russ threw a touchdown by now.
Yeah, he's sitting down. He's watching Justin Fields play.
He's injured right now. Leave him alone.
All I know is Caleb and Jaden Daniels are both other rookie quarterbacks that haven't thrown a touchdown.
And guess what? Guess what they don't have? What Bo Nix has? Sean Payton.
And guess what they also have? They have offensive weapons. That's another thing as well.
As great as Sean Payton is, you should be able to.
This is where I do believe Sean Payton has one flaw. He believes his scheme is bigger than his players. He believes he can grab anybody.
I think he's bigger. He thinks that he's bigger than anybody.
Well, I think he'll get some players and the scheme will work out well. We'll see. I can't wait. Let's go Broncos.
Anything else we got to talk about before we get out of here?
It was pretty good. Good day. Good pod.
Matt.
Good pod, man.
Alrighty, well, we are moving up in the subscriber count. We're moving up in the views count, but we need you guys to subscribe. If you're watching, just drop the subscribe. I mean, we'll be here twice a week. The more you guys subscribe, the more we end up on other people's For You pages and stuff like that. I mean, all we're trying to do is branch out. This is what we love to do. We love to talk sports, and any way that we can get out, you guys spreading the word, doing all the good stuff, that'll be great, you know?
Also, the
So-
pod, the YouTube is on right there under Juan, our new TikTok and YouTube page. So y'all make sure and join. I'm working on Spotify. I'm thinking that we will get Spotify by this podcast should be on Spotify. That's what I'll say too. This podcast will be on Spotify by Wednesday.
I know you like watching. I know you like looking at our faces, but if you just want to hear us, you don't want to see us. We agree with that too, man. We agree with that too, you know. So like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Tell your friend, tell your homie, hey, these guys here, they're pretty cool.
We out.
So with that with that being said, it's the episode of the Final Say podcast. Y'all have a good day.